morning, loves. I really hope you had a good night's sleep. I slept really well, but I've had some kind of a shitty time lately. And the good thing, with that is that I know it will pass. Everything passes if I'm just waiting in it. If I'm just in it and I cry and whatever I need to do, it passes. And it's so comforting, because that's how it is with feelings. Whatever I feel, if it's happiness or if it's joy or if it's sadness or grief or any kind of feeling I do have within, eventually pass if I just let it be. If I don't try to run away from it, if I don't act upon it, etc., etc. I rarely practice it. I have to confess, I wish I practiced it every day, but I'm using a meditation technique called Vipassana. And one of the greatest wisdoms I've been gaining from that is everything changes all the time. That's like the only truth we know. And that if we ever were born, we are going to die. So the only thing we can decide is what we're going to do with the time we have here. And I have decided to do the most I can with my time here. And getting caught up in sadness or self-pity or whatever it could be is not one of those things that I'd like to do. But I do feel it, so I just stay in it, and it's going to pass eventually. And if I talk about it and if I share it with others, I'm sure it's going to pass faster. And if it doesn't, I'll just stay in it a little bit longer. Anyway, it sounds really easy, and I have to admit that I've been practicing this kind of thinking for many, many years, but it makes it so much easier to live life, because otherwise I was very often stuck in my feelings, and I thought I'd never be feeling well again. But after experiencing getting well after depression and like heartbreaks and whatever, so many different things, addiction, I kind of understood that this too shall pass, as they say in Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars maybe. I love them both. I mix up a lot of sayings from them. Anyway, get down on your sitting bones, straighten your back up, close your eyes and focus on the area between your eyebrows, the third eye looking inwards. Observe your breathing, where it's located in your body. We're gonna lengthen and deepen our breath. So on the inhalation, feel how your belly is expanding. And on the exhalation, drag your belly button towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Follow your own breath. We're gonna come back to this breathing eventually. But before that, we're gonna do the fire breathing. We do that by pushing our belly button towards the spine. Quick and fast for 150 breaths. Inhale to start. Gonna come up to all our fours. So place your hands straight underneath your shoulders. Place your knees straight underneath your hips. We're gonna start with the cat and cow. So on the inhalation, come forward and look halfway up the ceiling. Exhale, come down. Look on the top of your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Follow your own breath. One more. Stop in neutral position. I was teaching a yoga class yesterday, a 90-minute class of vinyasa flow yoga. And we were super sweaty, and I was practicing on this absolutely worthless yoga mat. Some of the sports brands who doesn't know yoga do mats in plastic sometimes. And as soon as you get sweaty, you switch You just kind of run off it. So I was standing in downward facing dog, and the only thing I could focus on was not to slide off the mat. It was almost like, you know, risking your life because of that mat. So if you haven't yet, you know, there are a few fantastic yoga mats out there. I use one from a brand called Prana that I really like. It's a traveling mat. It's the best mat I've ever had. I've been having jade yoga mats as well. I really like them too, but they last for like 6 months and then they're bad. But the first 6 months they're amazing. But this one I've had for a few years and I really love it. It starts to kind of dry up now, but it's the best yoga mat I've ever had. It wasn't super expensive. The brand is called Prana. So I really recommend you to invest it. It's also easy to fold, and I'm not sponsored. It's just I had a big trouble finding a good yoga mat myself, so this is just an advice for you. Tuck your toes under, and on the exhalation come to downward facing dog. Your feet a little bit, and we're gonna try to find space between every vertebra in our spine. So bend your knees a little bit, work your hips up towards the ceiling, and relax your shoulders. Since it's Monday today, we're gonna do a strengthening class. So come up with your leg in the air. On the exhalation, we place our weight on the arms and find contact first with the right elbow. Exhale, come up again. I'm so sorry. Inhale, come up again. Exhale, meet knee and nose. Inhale up. Exhale, meet the opposite elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee, nose. Inhale up. Exhale, knee, left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee, nose. Inhale up. Knee, elbow, left side. Up. 2 more rounds. And we come down, place our right foot. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Congratulations. Inhale, come up with your left leg. On the exhalation, meet your left elbow and your left knee. Inhale up. Exhale, knee, nose. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more rounds. If you hate me now, I do too. This was way too much. 2 more rounds. Sorry. round. Come down and straighten out. Bend your knees and come to child's pose. Oh God. After the yoga class I did yesterday, striving to stay on the mat, this was not what I wanted to do this morning. But sometimes we have to do the things we don't, right?